Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Thomas and I will briefly touch on the topics in the unit 1.3 of business management called organizational objectives. So the table of content for this video will be that I will first discuss the mission and vision statement, then aims, what are our aims, same goes with objectives, and then strategies and tactics. So the vision and mission statement. So before we dive into the vision statement, on the right you can see kind of the relationships between the vision, mission statement, aims, the objectives, the strategies and tactics. And you can have like a visual representation of how they work together and which one is derived from which. So I believe that's pretty good to have in your head. Yeah, it helps you to remember this terminology. So the vision statement is an abstract statement that outlines the organization's what the organization ultimately wants to be, or what the organization ultimately wants to do. Like I said, it's very abstract. It can be abstract. It's supposed to be abstract, you know. Um, it's not supposed to be very specific and realistic. It's supposed to be more motivating. Here, the purpose for the vision statement is that it gives kind of a direction of the future of the company, which is good for the whole of the organization, which is good for the whole organization to know in which direction it goes. It's also a source of inspiration because, like I said before, it doesn't have to be realistic, but it's something you should always look up to. And also portrays and gives away the core values and ideals of the organization. And like before, with the future direction, it's also there to guide the company and to guide all the employees in the company. Another important thing to remember about the vision statement is that it's a broad statement and it does not usually change with time. While all the other statements may change with time, vision statement usually does not. Here's an example of a vision statement. In this example, I'll have Nokia's vision statement, which is our vision is a world where everyone is connected. This is, you can see it's very abstract, very broad, very, futuristic kind, and something where people can look up to, and the employees of the organization or of Nokia in this case can know what the company's purpose is. Okay, the mission statement is like, on the other hand, the mission statement is a more concrete, practical statement that states the purpose and guides the actions of an organization. The purpose of a mission statement is to give away a reason for the existence of the organization, as we will see in the example that follows this on the next slide. And it also often gives away philosophies of the organization. For example, Tesla, that you should always be innovative. They probably have that in their mission statement. It also often already tells you the goals and ambitions of the organizations, and sometimes even includes the aims. And it's there for the stakeholders to understand the desire of the organization. So here's the example of Nokia's mission statement. I'll read it to you fast because it's pretty long. Nokia exists to connect people with each other and the information that is important to them with easy to use and innovative products. Nokia aims to provide equipment, solutions, and services for consumers, network operators, and corporations. Now, as you can see, it's very specific. It tells you why Nokia exists, and it's definitely longer than a vision statement and more realistic if you look at it closely. Okay, aims are pretty connected with the mission statement. Aims are long-term goals of the organization, and they are usually formulated by senior managers. Um, and the purpose of aim is to guide the actions of an organization so that it achieves this mission statement, um, or what they want to be. Then objectives. There's a lot to objectives, but just in short, because I don't see too many questions on the different types of objectives, but I will be telling you that objectives, uh, the term broadly means that it's the targets that the organization is trying to achieve, and it's derived from the big aim. There are short-term objectives called operational objectives, which are kind of the day-to-day objectives for each employee. Then there are the medium or tactical objectives, which are more often departmental and sometimes even um, goes across departments. And then there are the long-term or strategic objectives, which are the big overlying objective of the whole organization usually. Objectives, and especially operational objectives, are often SMART goals, and I will be talking to you about SMART goals in my next video. So please look at that, because SMART goals is actually something that you can implement into answering questions in the IB papers. And the purpose of objectives is that it measures progress pretty good because it's more specific. Um, and it also lets the stakeholders know what they are trying to achieve. Also gives the employees and the organization itself a sense of common purpose. Um, and it helps them create this kind of team spirit and coordination between employees and in the organization. Last but not least, strategies and tactics. Strategies is the how, or with what method or with what plan does the organization intend to achieve its aims. Meaning, it's not some sort of objective where it tells you you should achieve this, you should achieve a 10% sales increase, for example, by 2021. No, here it tells you how you're gonna achieve this objective, basically. And the strategies are more on the long-term side of things, and it usually targets the whole organization. And then tactics, on the other hand, is also how an organization wants to achieve its objectives on a day-to-day basis, though. So it's more short-term. Those are more specific targets and timelines for the specific employees, and actually creating those tactics is usually the task of creating these tactics is usually delegated to subordinates. So it's not from the senior manager, which is usually where their strategies come from, but it's now from the subordinates or other employees, which also can motivate them as they have more responsibility now. Another good thing for the last part, the strategies and tactics, is that in page 41 in the IB business management textbook, there's like a table that pretty much shows you in a very clear way the key differences of strategies and tactics with examples, which might be pretty good when you revise for that topic. So maybe go look into that if you have any more questions. Like I said, in the next video, I'll be talking about the SMART goals, which is closely linked with objectives. So please look at it, and thank you for watching.